Go.
Hello, class of 2013. I am Kate Joseph. I was asked by your professor, Michelle, to give you guys a hopefully brief excerpt on my time from graduation until getting a job as an RN. So, here it goes. I graduated, as some of you know, in June of 2012, and thankfully passed my NCLEX in July, thanks to all of Walla Walla's teachers, I might add, and Michelle, she's a lifesaver. From there, I applied all over. I went everywhere around Portland and the surrounding areas, filled out a ton of online applications, tried calling people, and I didn't really get anything. And as Michelle will probably recount to some of you, it was very disheartening to really try, put that cover letter out there, put that resume out there, and get zero results. So I don't know if most of you know this, but yes, there's a nursing shortage. However, because of the recession, a lot of nurses who are older aren't retiring because they don't have the means to have a retirement. So they're having to work longer hours with more patients. Also, with the exception of Obamacare, that's going to push things a little bit harder with taxes and mandating everyone to have insurance. If you don't know about Obamacare, read into it now because it's going to affect all of you as nurses in the future. So from there, after sending out several hundreds of applications and resumes, I definitely started feeling like a failure, sitting on the couch, eating ice cream, watching Food Network. It's a very great picture. Anyways, once I got out of my little rut and revamped my resume and cover letter, with thanks to my husband, give a nod to that, I got back out there and kept applying. I heard of this position that actually Lucy referred me for in Astoria as a public health nurse and went for an interview. Now let me tell you guys, an interview will never be what you expect it to be. That's not a negative, that's not a positive. It's just gonna be somewhere out of your comfort zone. So just be ready. Do your research on the job because that'll definitely help. So after my 2.5-hour interview with Astoria, I luckily was blessed enough to be offered the job, which I took. So now I am a public health nurse 2 in Astoria for Clatsop County Health Department and Clinic. What I really want to tell you guys is that this journey of mine was not easy. There were definite periods of despair and tears and why did I become a nurse that kind of you just go through if you're not lucky enough to have the option to move, because I couldn't. So if you are stuck to Portland, you're going to have to get resourceful. You really need to make those connections now with your clinical instructors because those will absolutely help. I am not above bribery, so treats, those ER nurses, they love candy, especially the ones at Adventist, just letting you know, as well as OHSU, by the way. Really get to know your clinical instructor. Give them something that makes them remember you and helps you set apart. Because I will be honest, I took a second practicum my last quarter, thinking that that extra 68 hours would really beef up my resume. It didn't really mean that much. In the scheme of things, it definitely gave me experiences that are applicable to wherever I go now, but it didn't mean that I got the job. And after, all of the clinicals that you go through, you really want them to remember who you are and the great work that you did. So really strive for that. The crucial things that I want to depart with you are, first things first, please pass your classes. NCLEX will be there waiting for you at the end, I promise. And yes, it is good to me to look at those things now, but pass your classes and pass them with decent grades. I know it's hard, I've been through it, but I promise you guys, you are very well prepared. After you graduate and have A pluses in everything and a 4.0, I didn't either, don't worry. Then focus on your NCLEX. Really hit the books. I mean, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, full time. You want to give yourself breaks, obviously, and you want to schedule it much like how you have it at school right now, but definitely only Monday through Friday. Don't do it on the weekends unless you're crazy and you can handle that kind of thing. And if you're that kind of person, good for you. I was not. The last thing is, after you pass your NCLEX, really get out there. I know I've heard some people say, well, you know, so-and-so from my other school told me to not go in and talk to the HR. Talk to them. They might be kind of annoyed, but at the end of the day, they will remember that you came by dressed nicely with your pristine cover letter and resume ready to give to them. Make those connections, pass your classes, focus on NCLEX, and pass your boards, because obviously you want to be an RN, right? Because if you don't, then I'm sorry, but you've come a little too far. Anyways, if you guys have any questions for me, Michelle knows how to get a hold of me. I have resources from other classmates of mine. Don't hesitate to shoot any questions out there. I will take anything you guys got. Good luck, you're going to be great.